plastic housing on there, and down in there is a reservoir. You put that down in that reservoir and just leave it there. It does require activation, or in the fish tank. It's fabulous for the fish tank. It'll keep all the scale from coming along the side of the fish tank, and your fish will be happy and healthy.
How about ponds?
How about what?
Ponds? Fish
Ponds, yeah, I'm sure it would be good. It would stop, because they're stagnant. So I'm sure that would stop like the algae and that grows in those ponds. Let's see, the E-Light, that is our newest thing. Edmund's going to introduce that a little bit later in the program, but that, it's an air cleaner. It's a 20-watt bulb. It's got 10,000 kilowatt hours on it. The energy savings on that is like 80%. So, let's see, the whole house, number 2 is on the back table, so you can go back there and see that. That is so powerful. It's a descaler for your house. It also softens the water. The large pH, we have the small one, and now we have the larger one for those of you that test your water pretty routinely, or for doing testing, like if you're out doing demos. The postcards, those are fabulous. It's got the graph, the chart for the pH on one side. On the other, it's a place to put your information. We have some temporary business cards now that we give you every time you order something. We give you about 2 or 3 of them in your package. So and especially for new members, those that haven't had a chance to go out and get their business cards, they just fill that out, fill their information, and of course they have their new website, because we give a website free with every enrollment. So then we have the small banners, the large banners for those of you that go out and do shows. They're really nice. They're the Dream Tree. It's got all the Dream Tree products on it. And then the brochures, they're beautiful, colorful. They tell all of our products, and you can hand those out. I hand those, a DVD, a business card, and a newspaper. We have a lot of stuff on sale in the back, so come on back and we'll introduce you to some of the products as well. Nico, who is head of our shipping department, was so sweet to set up all the products back there where you can touch and learn what they're all about, see how the filters fit.
Thank you, Nico.
Thank you, Nico. All right, that's it for the new products. I think we're going to break the lunch. We'll give out some testimonials.
No, wait, hang on. Hang on 1 second.
Yes, Jose. Okay. Okay.
So are we learning a lot? I'm telling you what. I mean, it's exciting to be here. I mean, I don't know. I can't speak for any of you, but I look so forward to Super Saturdays, because Edmund always has new products. And you know, I tell people this all the time, and you all know this, okay? Listen, this is a very important day for your business. A very important day for your business. And obviously you are the real serious people at Dream Tree. That's why you're here. We should have 5 times as many people here. But some people just don't care. I don't know why. They drink their water, they tell a few people. But you are the people that want to make something happen. And we congratulate you for that. I mean, I applaud you, because I think it's exciting. More people should see the vision. You obviously see the vision, okay? So sometimes we run a little behind. But, you know, first of all, we apologize for that. But then second of all, we don't apologize for that. Because if you're here and you're here to learn, it doesn't matter how long we're here. I mean, we all have been to seminars and whatever, and you spend all day because you're here to learn, and this is free. So if we run a little behind, you know, we just apologize, but I know I don't have to, because you're here to learn a lot. And there's a lot to learn. All the products that we have, the new products and the old products, and there's a lot of products in the back, so that when we take our break, you can go in the back and you can look at them all. If you have any questions, you can come in. There's a bunch of us around. There's Art, myself, Alex, Randy, Carol. There's a whole bunch of us. Dee Dee, there's all of us. So we're here to help you. We're here to help you. So I just wanted to kind of mention that. The next person that I'm going to introduce, I've talked to this gentleman a number of times, and I always say I should have a pad and a pen every time I talk to him. He just has so much knowledge, and he has such a heart to share it. And I know you're going to enjoy this next segment. So Jose Gonzalez, would you please come up and share with us? Let's give Jose a nice round of applause.
I studied public speaking. I'm not used to be off time. The school I went to, and you had 10 minutes, the instructor would ring a bell. You were off. I worked for a TV station. When your time was coming up, the director would start going like this. I was on camera. That told me, wind up the story. We keep everything under control. I've spoken to audiences of 30,000 people. When you're in a convention like this, it must be professional. And after 3 times of counseling, you will no longer be used at the conventions. And that corrected everyone. I know you're not trained for that, but I'm not used to doing things like this in this type of environment. It's just something to think about. It reminds me of the story of a little boy who had half of the Coke on the bottom. His brother, 8 years old, he says, well, the Coke on the top, that's me. I'm going to drink 50% of it, half of it. Okay, Joe? Joe is 6-year-old. His brother is 8. Puts the straw in there, goes, and the Coke goes like this. When it reaches 50% gone, little Joe goes like this. But his brother keeps on going. And what does little Joe do? He starts going like this. It's my Coke. That's what happens when you have things timed and you're taking somebody else's time. And since many of you talk about God here, it is the unloving thing to do. Take somebody else's time. That's a very unloving thing to do. Don't do it, because this paper is official. It comes from Dreamtree, and I respect it. I think it's something to consider. Think about it, please. Get it organized. We are a professional company. Let's learn to do it. Something to think about, okay? I know we're not perfect, but think about it. Well, here we are, briefly. The science of alkaline. The 2 gentlemen on the top is Dr. Patrick Flanagan and his trainer, Dr. Henry Coanda. They studied Kangen Hunza water from the Hunza Valley 90 years. They discovered the qualities of the water, making it the best water there is upon earth. Some of that water has been in jars 40 years, and they have not lost its pH, nothing at all, 0. Dreamtree water is the closest water I've ever seen that comes to Hunza water. That's why I joined the company. Edmund Chung in 1993 developed a system, simply the rock system, which is a unit of reverse osmosis. It cleans the water and converts it into alkaline water. In fact, the product sold by this company is 1/5 the cost of expensive electric ionizers. Let's go to the next slide, please. I'm going to go fast. This is actual science. We're talking about the science of water. The books you see on the bottom and the books we mentioned here are alkalize or die. That's true. Dr. Theodore O. Baruti. The other book, The pH Miracle, Robert Young, PhD. I've learned some things from him. I studied with a company that I used to work with. Reverse Aging, American scientist Sang Wang is Korean. The other book, Your Body's Many Cries for Water. Dr. F. Budman Jelic, MD, expert in this field. I have his books. The Water Puzzle and the Hexagonal Key, excellent book by Dr. Sheikh John. And his picture is there. And he says, hexagonal water moves easily within the cellular matrix of the body, helping with nutrient absorption and waste removal. What these scientists have told us is that the right water is alkaline and antioxidant, it detoxifies, it's got so low surface tension, which is what makes it go into the cells of the body. It's not the microclustering that does it. That's not true. It's this low surface tension, and of course, with over 100 minerals, you have an excellent water. Let's continue. These are pictures at the top of water that people are drinking. On the top is the way hexagonal water is. This is Dreamtree water. The center picture is tap water, and the bottom comes from a polluted lake, Biwaka Lake in Japan. Now, which one of these 3 molecules would you rather put into your body?
The top one.
It's obvious, right? You want the top one? You got it. Drink Dreamtree water, alkaline water. Let's continue. This is Dream Tree technology, our second point. The ability to have minerals, which were discovered, that are able to do wonderful things with water, like phlogibyte has the property of making salt water without salts. You know, that's great. What about tourmaline? Wonderful, that the ability to restructure water producing negatively charged microclustered water. That's wonderful. Nano silver, excellent, excellent. It's an antibacterial product. Magnesium, the fifth one, just a few minerals that we're explaining, has 400 functions in the body. And can you imagine what 100 minerals can do for you? If just one has 400 different functions in the body. So we have something wonderful with Dream Tree technology, and thus we have the Dream Tree ceramic conversion system, which is at the heart of the company. You certainly want to take this water. Let's continue. To illustrate, the power pitcher is a three-stage system. Number one, filter. This is what gives the water the electricity or electrons. It gives us the power, the healing properties. Filter two. This is where we get our 110 minerals from. And of course, the pitcher itself is a unique technology because the pitcher is made with nano silver. This is why after 4 hours, the water sitting there gives that antibacterial property to the water. You have nothing better than that. And I put the Himalayan mountains in the bottom left corner to show you that it is the closest water to being like the water found in the Himalayan mountains with the Hansa Valley and the Hansa people who live there 120 to 140 years. Now, as the water trickles down the Himalayas, it picks up the richness of the minerals. And same thing principle with the pitcher. The water trickles down, you know, percolating right through. Let's get a closer look in the next, there you have it. The actual filter that has the minerals. Water percolates right through the filter. You can see these spheres in there. And the end result is alkaline water rich with 110 minerals. That's an absolute great thing to have. At home, non-electric. Electricity is pollution, it's artificial, it's not good for the human body. Let's now continue. How do you test water? Well, we're going to talk to you about two simple systems. The ORP meter, we put some nails on these jars, filling them with water. Oxidation water is tap water and bottled water. You see what happened to the oxidation of the nails on the left-hand side. That's what people drink today. What about the antioxidant water? That's alkaline water. That's Dream Tree water. And you see those nails? They've been there for 4 months. And they have no corrosion at all. Now, which one of those two would you like to be drinking? Because if you drink the one on the left, you're aging. We're aging. We're still going to age, but let's do it in a very nice, slow, pleasant way so that we don't be looking like a prune later on in life. Now let's continue. Another test is used of the liquid reagent pH test drops. What they will prove is the water is going to change colors according to the colors found on the left-hand side. Good alkaline water should be in the bluish, purplish color. Green is neutral. By federal law, all municipalities must have neutral water. Those pH drops will also show you the acidity. If it's yellowish or orange, it's acid. That's bad for you. So this is the second way of testing the water. Let's continue. The end result, once you test it, is you're going to have unhealthy water, which is acidic, or healthy water. Which do you want to drink? Of course, alkaline Dream Tree water. Let's continue. Now this is the end results of a study. We tested water in July 2008 in California using a calibrated pinpoint combination pH ORP meter. And you see all the products. I want you to look, if you can, I know some of you in the back cannot read that. Gatorade on the fourth line, the pH is 3.5, the ORP is plus 325, that makes it acid. But look at 3.5. Now compare that with Smirnoff vodka. The second line from the bottom, 6.2. You know what's interesting? Vodka is healthier to drink than Gatorade. Hello? What does the doctor tell you? Well, my son has diarrhea, he had it for 2 days. Well, get some Gatorade, you know. Get him some Gatorade. You've got to put those electrolytes back into his body. I'll give him Smirnoff vodka, it's safer. Yeah, my little kid will be zigzagging. What did you give me, Dad? You're great. I see pink elephants. Isn't that something when you ignore these things? This is what the chart is made for. On the very bottom, Dream Tree, we ran a test June 2012, last month, with a Milwaukee ORP meter. The pH was 9.2, and look at the bottom, minus 435 ORP. My goodness, I'd rather drink that water like all of us are. We need to encourage the people to get into this. That's what the pH tests prove. The Regent liquid testing liquid that we have available. Let's continue now to another. Famous gastroenterologist, the inventor of the electrical surgical instrument for polypectomies. He's the professor of surgery at Albert Einstein College of Medicine and head of endoscopy, Beth Israel Medical Center. He's done more than 350,000 colonoscopies. Hiromi Shinya, MD, PhD. I've read his book. He's got 2. Wonderful man. In his book, he says that he has had 100% success in healing cancer. How many recurrences of cancer coming back? We call it metastatic cancer. 0. 0 in his book. But one requirement, he will not treat you unless you get alkaline water into your system. Now I'm going to show you one thing, because he is also the one that invented the method of doing the colonoscopies. If any of you don't know what it is, it'll sneak behind you someday. Look at this picture. Following. That's before and after. 45-year-old female, breast cancer, chronic constipation. In 3 months of drinking alkaline water 3 quarts a day and a special fiber diet, look at the difference on the right. Before and after. This is why drinking Dream Tree water is going to do that to your colon. Eventually, when you get it cleaned, it'll be a joy to go to the commode. The scent will be gone. This is true. You know it. So we have a good product. Let's continue. Happily, Dream Tree has a new product. It's the Dream Tree Family Rock System 500. And this system is for you to set up a water store. The suggested retail price is $19,997. That's rounded off to $20,000. The commission for this is $7,000. You can buy it for $7,995 instead of $20,000. But the commission is $800 direct commission. And it's got all those 15 things mentioned there. We don't have time to review them, but you will eventually get that in the literature. This is a wonderful system. Let's look at the following slide so you can see how it looks. This is the 32 water system, capacity 500 gallons, alkaline water daily. You get the 3 faucet refilling station, the 100-gallon tank, the DTF 500 rock system with a tornado. Now, don't you think this is going to encourage people to put their own water store? And the more we have around, the more healthier people will become. This is a wonderful thing that has been put up by Mr. Chun and his colleagues. This is something great to have. I think he deserves an applause for having that available for us for such a little amount of money. So we can do something for the people. Let's continue now. So this is our last point. What the experts say about alkaline water. Dr. Hadamatsu Hayashi, he's the director of Water Institute in Tokyo. He says, alkaline water is the best water you can drink. The second guy, Dr. Baruti, in the book Alkalize or Die, tells us that he's used thousands of gallons, did all kinds of things, and that alkaline water can benefit everyone. Mr. Harold Titzi, who wrote the book You Thing, says that it puts you in a long-term level of much of becoming a much younger person. Would you like to be a much younger person?
Yes.
Yes, I do. And then the function of the organs can be revived. That is so great. The last health professional is Dr. Robert O. Young, PhD. He's a research scientist. I've got his literature and books. Wrote the pH Miracle, and I saw it here. And he says, those willing to look again with clear eyes will be rewarded with the secrets of permanent health. We can heal ourselves by changing the environment inside our bodies. Potentially harmful invaders then will have nowhere to grow and be harmless. Well, are you convinced? If you're here for the first time, then please accept the following invitation. Let's look at the last one. Let's read it together in unison. Go ahead, try it. Dreamtree Family
Alkaline water.
detoxifies, antioxidant, microclustered, over 100 ml, refreshingly healthy. Dreamtree doesn't prove that. The doctors, the scientists, the evidence we saw today. So we're safe. FDA cannot say something against us. Plus, wonderful, healthy shower products. So we encourage you, share this wonderful dream of better health with your fellow man. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I told you. I told you. Mr. Jose has got that right there. Is where it's coming to Super Saturday, because that's the kind of information that this, like he said, it's not us saying this. It's not Dreamtree. It's not Edmund. It's doctors. It's scientists. We are. I'm telling you, we are in the right company with the right product. So don't be shy about talking about this water and sharing this water. Okay. We have. We're going to have a demonstration. We're going to show you a demonstration, and we're going to have a couple of testimonies, a few giveaways, and then we're going to break for lunch. But are you all learning something? Yes. Worth your time, worth your energy. I'm telling you. This is good. I tell Edmund, let's just go to 9 o'clock tonight. I mean, where do we go? What are you going to do tonight? What do you have to do today? This is about learning. I mean, I guess it's because I'm such a student. I'm really a student 3 times as much as I am a teacher. So, I mean, I can sit for hours and 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 learn and learn and learn and learn. Because when I go out there to talk about the products, to talk about the company, I have knowledge. Knowledge is power. So, how many of you feel that way? Can I see a show of hands? That's what I want to see. That's what I like. That's what I like. That's right. This is important. And a year from now, 2 years from now, you go say, you know, Mr. V was right. I'm so glad I hung in there and I learned and I listened and I shared. It's going to change your life. Your health is your wealth. And if you have your health, now you can make some wealth. And so Edmund gives us both, and we can pass it on. We can pass it on. Okay, now I am very honored and proud to introduce my wife, Dee. She does a great demonstration on the benefits of our water. She's going to do a few slides first. Just give you a little background. She's been in the health industry, medical industry, for almost 30 years as an RN. And so she is very knowledgeable about both sides, the medical side and the health side. And so Dee Dee, come on up and share with our family members here what you have to say today.
We're going to do the water demonstration, but I want to go over a few slides from the medical perspective first, because that's really, this country is so focused on the medical side of everything. So when you're talking to people, this might be helpful information for you. We're going to skip a bunch of these slides. Jose, your presentation was awesome. And so I'm not going to do all my slides because you actually covered a lot of this information. But the first slide just shows that in this country, if you don't change your diet or your lifestyle in some way, you are guaranteed that 1/3 of Americans are going to die from cancer, and half Americans will die from heart disease or diabetes complications. Carol, can you skip to the slide that's the 7 stages? There you go. Okay, this is from Dr. Robert Young's book. So if you're talking to people and you know they have health problems, so this is pH Miracle. Jose just mentioned this book. It's an awesome book. This information comes from that book. That if, as your body pH decreases, you're born with a 7.4. Edmund told us about that this morning. As that pH goes down, you're going to start having symptoms. Number one symptom, number one stage, according to Dr. Robert Young, is that you start losing energy, not quite as energetic as you used to be. Sensitivity and irritation. A lot of people have irritable bowel syndrome, which the alkaline water will help in the extreme. Skin eruptions, pimples, eczema, psoriasis, all those are in this category. Allergies are in this category. So your pH has gone down a little more. Next stage, pH is down a little more. You got mucus, a lot of congestion. Okay, and then soft tissues begin hardening. And this causes diseases that are becoming very common in our society. They were not common 10 years ago, and they're common now. Lupus, fibromyalgia, not even a diagnosis 10 years ago. Hardening of the arteries, a lot of plaque in your arteries. Then you're going down pH more, you're getting ulcerations, either on the outside on your skin, on the inside in your stomach, your bowels. Everything can become ulcerated. And then degeneration is the final stage. When your pH has dropped to the point where your body can no longer defend you, you are getting cancer, heart disease, stroke, AIDS, ALS, ML, multiple sclerosis, and diabetes. And I can tell you that I work in a hospital. I've worked in a hospital for 30 years. There are more and more and more people in the hospital all the time. Major health problems. We can help them. We can get them more alkaline. So again, this is just a once over of the early stages. Early stages, you know that your pH is starting to drop when you're getting the pimples, styes, boils, eczema, headaches, allergies, colds, flu, sinus problems, muscle cramps, and cellulite. Okay, let me see which slide I want to flip to.
Oh, you got it.
Keep going. Okay, I think the next few are just really good. As your system becomes more imbalanced, as your pH drops to a more acidic level, you're having weakened organs, your thyroid's not working well, your liver's not working well, your heart is having problems. You now have plaque in your arteries that the alkaline water can help to clear the plaque out. And if it becomes severe enough, then your cells begin to die. And if your cells die, obviously, you die. So there's the pH chart. I'm going past that. All right, this is probably the last slide I'm going to do. This is just so important. This is what people don't understand at all in this country. That you have to be alkaline in your blood to survive. If you're not alkaline, then your body is going to steal it from somewhere else. And that's where these health problems are coming from. Do you see people come in the hospital, they're sick already, their potassium level's low. Big surprise. That's because the body steals the potassium and it blends it with the acid so your body can get rid of it. It makes it neutral so your body can clear it out. You want that out of your system. It does the same with sodium. Then your heart's not going to work as well. Right? Calcium. How many people in America have osteoporosis right now? Growing problem. Take this drug. No, let's not pull the calcium out of our bones. Let's decrease our acid in our body so we don't have to do that. And finally, the magnesium. Magnesium, again, it's in every substance of the body. You need it in your heart. You need it in your brain. But if it steals it from your muscles, which is the common place for it to steal it from, you're going to have a lot of back pain, lower back pain. You're going to have muscle spasms in your legs. You remember the restless leg syndrome thing that's very common? All these things are so common now. We can help people. We can help people. I don't think we need to do any more slides. Let me just tell you the last couple things are the best way to get alkaline is to eat alkaline and to drink alkaline. Foods that are acid are the foods you know. They're the processed foods. They're the McDonald's. They're the sugar products. They're the sodas, the Gatorades. All that is extremely acid. To get alkaline, you're going to want to eat green vegetables. You're going to want to drink green juices. And really simple, you can get anybody to drink water. And if you get them to drink the water, that's going to just really, really help them so much, be so beneficial in their lives. All the products that this company make are in the interest of people's health and well-being, and that's what we're looking for. So let's do the water demo so we can just show you what's what. We're going to start with, and I hope y'all can see, we'll hold it up the best we can. We're going to start with 3 common fluids right now. Sprite.
Ooh, Sprite. No. Soda's gone.
We want to test the pH of all these products so that you can actually see how to use the drops. If you buy the drops, then you'll know how to use them. So this one's the Sprite. The second one is bottled water is always acidic.